I understand that there are three members to the group. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Now go
oh,
ahead. Go ahead.
oh yeah, I was gonna say, Quinn. The reason that people probably haven't seen him as much as us is just because of like quarantine stuff. He's
Okay.
not he's not uh living with me or anything, so that's
Okay.
kind of what happened. But yeah, he's still very much in all the music. So
Basically, what happened is like at the beginning of quarantine, I was pushing super hard to make music here, and at that point, like it just worked out. So he convinced his parents to let me come here, and that was the only person who could come to his house.
Okay.
So because of that, he can't like be in the room with us. So
yeah,
everything he records has to be like taken from his room because he has recording equipment and stuff.
yeah. I mean, the cool thing is we can record remotely, so
Right. Right.
he's in all the
Right.
music. Yeah.
But
So
it's
so it sounds like you. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I appreciate you just knowing that there are three people because it gets confusing. Like people don't know just because of like it's only two of us on TikTok.
Right. Right. No, not a problem at all. Now staying on that topic, there are three of you, and I did watch several of the videos that you guys have out there on TikTok. So explain to me who Quinn is, who Sam is, and which of you guys is Jacob.
I'm Jacob. That's Sam. Quinn is the one that is missing right now.
Quinn is
Okay.
the gone one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now Sam, you have to answer this question for me, man. Like the videos that I saw, it, Jacob is always asking you, "Hey, do you have your rhymes ready? What's going on with that, man? Explain to me what why he's always asking you if you're ready to, spit your rhymes."
That was no, that was we haven't used that formula in a minute, low key. That was like what we started with on TikTok, which was like
Okay.
Oh.
the flipping like samples, like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse type stuff.
Shout
Like
out to you for
Right.
knowing that. You,
no,
you
for
gotta
real,
scroll
yeah.
lots of
Because we've actually since like that stuff we might have enjoyed that more than the stuff we've been doing on TikTok recently, just because it was like I don't know,
it
it
was
was
very
more of
much
a
like a process of starting with a sample, flipping it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
So
you done with the lyrics yet? It just kind of turned into like a running gag. It was
no,
fun.
the whole thing, it was funny because like I remember the first day we did it, we kind of just set stuff up as we went, and then the next time we're like, oh damn, we kind of like created a formula with that, and it turned into
right.
like we always felt like we had to get crazier and crazier with it every time.
Okay. Now speaking of that, how do you guys decide kind of what the topic will be for your videos?
It's a process. It's like I mean, like looking at our phones throughout the day in general is like a good idea for us because it's like we always are searching basically on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like
As of recent, it's just been like find something that's trending that we can hop on and we can like
Okay.
do something eye catching with a video.
and
Okay.
like a song that doesn't bother us. Like it's
Yeah.
hard because some of
Or
the stuff
does.
on TikTok, it's like not it really, and we kind of have to just work with it. But like we make it work, and sometimes we find crazy stuff to sample on TikTok, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean we found our biggest song was we actually found it via TikTok because it's just some guys doing like a
An
um
acapella chain.
yeah of like Shaboom, and that turned into our song. But yeah, I mean it has definitely offered up opportunities that like in our real music that's helpful.
Okay. Now explain to me the relationship. Are you three guys related? Are you just really good friends? How does that work?
Yeah, we're just friends. I mean, we all went to the same high school. Sam and I went to middle school together.
I knew Quinn in elementary school. I was in the
Yeah,
same kindergarten class as Quinn, and
and me and Quinn have been friends since like sixth grade.
and at that point,
Okay.
none of us were like focused on music or anything. He was just like one of my friends, and Jacob and me have had like tons of mutual friends since we were like little, and we didn't become friends until we started making music together. But like, it was kind of weird we weren't because all our friends were friends.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
And how old are you guys?
we're 19,
Yeah.
19? All of you 19?
Quinn's 18, but he
18?
but he's
turns
turning
19
19
in
soon.
actually this month.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Now I guess let's get into the TikTok videos a little bit. And I noticed that one video, you guys were and correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys were talking about a an account that had like 7 million uh subscribers or
Followers, yeah.
and it was something about they were asking you for 2 million follows or something. Explain that video. It was a pretty funny video, but
Yeah, so we did basically what's called an Instagram or a TikTok takeover for this account. But
Okay.
we're like, all right, we're gonna pretend that we like guessed their password, and now we're just in
Okay.
their
Okay.
account. Um, so we just try to finesse that way.
No, so basically, like what happened is we realized with our content, it didn't really make sense for us to post like 5 or 6 videos that no one else has seen. It'd just take forever, and we're not
Right.
going to post videos of us like dancing or
Because I
anything
mean,
because that's not us.
look at us, yeah.
But so we were like, what if we just act like we hacked into it? And it was crazy because we played like these super villains for like half a second on their account.
People were rooting for us too.
But there were a bunch of 7-year-olds that
Yeah.
hated us.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
not happy. They're like, bro, give the account back. What are you doing? So
That's
it was
funny.
a funny experience for sure. And our videos did pretty well on their account, which has like a crazy reach.
Okay.
It was all a good experience, basically. I mean, it was
Yeah,
just funny.
it was I remember I told people I just like smashed the keyboard and then got the password. So
Right.
yeah.
So those videos, you guys shoot those videos, and they're not very long videos. TikTok isn't, for 5-minute videos or anything like that, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Those things take time to put together, though. You got it takes more than just that few minutes to create the video. Who's doing your editing? Who's doing all of the, where does the thought process come for the edits that you guys put into those videos?
Yeah, I do the editing. But I mean, I think one of the main parts of like us deciding what we're gonna do with the video depends on the visual like beforehand. 'Cause
Yeah.
we definitely don't come up with this stuff after.
We
Like,
decide
everything has to
before
tie
because
in.
if we can't think of like a cool video concept idea for a song, even if the song's cool, like we won't
It's just not
go
gonna
through
work,
with the
yeah.
video because like there's no point. We'll get to the video making part and then we'll just be stuck and then we'll
Right.
not post it. Like that's how
Right.
it works. So
Yeah.
it all comes together. It's more than just like putting out like a little bit of a song. It's like it's like a mini movie every time, but on an
Kind of,
iPhone.
yeah. I mean, and I even before I started making music, I had experience with like visual effects and filmmaking, and I'm a film major, so
Okay.
like
So-
that comes a little bit easier to me than I guess I let on. Yeah.
I thought you were
Oh.
saying than other
Than other people.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm not like that,
so
dude.
are you in school right now for that? Is that what I hear?
Yeah, I'm in school for film. You're in school for
yeah.
communications, yeah. And
Okay.
we're all online right now. So
Okay.
So we're just
So-
working from Santa Cruz.
yeah.
Okay, so you guys are from California then?
Yeah.
Okay. So Santa Cruz. Okay. So the videos again, man. Your videos are really really good videos.
Thank you.
How did you guys get into, I mean, I'm gonna call you hip hop, right? I mean, is that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
How did you first get, find yourself listening to hip hop? Who introduced you to hip hop? That sort of thing.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I know the first hip hop song that I ever heard and liked was California Love by Tupac and Dr.
Okay.
Dre, which is perfect. That's like I think that's
Okay.
a really good intro to hip hop.
Yeah,
Right.
I got 3 older brothers that are like in their 30s. So they had me rapping when I was like a 3-year-old. There are videos of me freestyling as a 3-year-old. So it was early, but then my brother pushed it on me in middle school. I remember he like forced me to get headphones. He's like, you don't even listen to any music, and he like convinced me to get going on it. And then in like a year, I went from not listening to any music to like, and I was like a freshman hip hop head. I had a lot of bad opinions on hip hop, but I was still
Okay.
very into it. I
Okay.
regret some of the people I was into back then.
I
but
think if you're any kind of young person,
you went through a bad phase.
yeah, you definitely went through a
so-
bad opinion phase.
Now that bad opinion, when did that come into play, right? So you're introduced to hip hop through your older brothers, Sam, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're introduced to hip hop through your older brothers. Which, if you can remember, which artist did they introduce you to hip hop through?
So, well, I'm kind of trying to think. So, like, originally, like, they just had me freestyling and stuff, like, because they had a
Okay.
band and stuff. So that's kind of what they did. But like, when he gave me my headphones, when my brother gave me my headphones, I don't even think he said I needed to listen to hip hop. I think he just said listen to music, and it drew
Okay.
me to hip hop. But
Who'd you
Okay.
start listening to first?
Eminem, standing, I
Eminem,
feel like,
yeah.
and then it turned to like, I think it was J. Cole next, and that's still my favorite rapper of all time. And then like Logic, which is a little bit iffy, but he was cool back then. And then we went through a really bad Hobson phase, and we don't talk about that. But
Now, what do you mean by iffy when you say Logic? What's that iffy part?
the
Well, I
older
mean, I
stuff
think
is really good. Like really,
I was
really
gonna
good.
say like Logic is dope.
Like Under Pressure is one of my favorite albums of all time. But
Okay.
at the same time, like if you asked me if like, I guess the Retirement album was solid.
It was good. Yeah, it was good.
But everything before that, like there was like 3 or 4 albums that were just horrible.
I think the problem is I mean like the people talk about like the lyrical spiritual miracle. I can even say it.
Individual.
But individual. It's like I don't know. I think people put too much weight on like I don't know, just that
saying words,
just saying crazy words.
Okay.
And it's become like a trope. I don't know.
I hate these mumble rappers.
Yeah, like I think hating mumble rappers has been like a just like let them vibe, bro. I don't know. Like we use autotune all the time. Like
okay.
I think
I mean it makes good music, right? I mean as long as you're making good music.
And it's one thing if you're like an old dude like hating on young dudes and you're like a really dope rapper, but it's another thing. It's like if you don't have like a beat selection, I don't care how well you can like say words quickly together. It doesn't really matter. Like it has to sound good.
Right.
It's like a big part of it. And I think a lot of old heads sleep on that. Like that they act like the lyrically it's fine if it sounds terrible. Like it's fine as long as it is,
well, as long as the sound is good. I think the lyrics don't really matter because
I disagree, but it's all good on that. Like
and it's good to have that healthy that healthy conversation about that, right? And who likes what, and I'm sure it makes the group better, right?
Yeah,
a lot of variety. It helps to produce good music.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of producing, who's producing the music? Now, Jacob, I know you say you're doing all of the visuals, right?
I also
doing that yourself?
Yeah, I got into production through filmmaking, and then I got into rapping through production. So
okay,
that was kind of the progression, and it's kind of interesting that I'm able to use all those still at the same time.
Well, when you started, you weren't even a rapper, right? Like,
well, yeah, that's what I was saying.
The other stuff.
I kind of I had the Travis Scott, Kanye West progression where you start as a producer and
chill with.
No, can't you see I'm exactly like Kanye West?
I had the Eminem progression because I'm white and rap.
Damn.
I see you guys have fun off outside of TikTok as well, huh?
We try our best.
Yeah. I mean,
it's been a quarantine. It's been a little weird, especially because we had like no listeners before the quarantine started, and then our video blew up on TikTok like a week into quarantine because I got sent home from college, and all of a sudden we had like a fan base and an audience listening to us, and we couldn't do anything because like it's a quarantine. So it's been a weird situation. But
I mean, we outside of TikTok, it is the main focus for us to work on music and stuff like.
That was the whole point of our TikTok. Like we made it.
It's really just promotion for our actual music, which we think is much better.
Right. No, and that was gonna be my next question actually about, how did this, this sensation, you guys being a sensation on TikTok happen? Did you have those followers beforehand, or how soon, or did you guys get all of those followers on TikTok, if you will?
Yeah, I mean, we started the Ugly Boys, the group, about a year before we started doing TikTok stuff. So we were like, we already had recorded an entire album. We had like 2 singles out.
And just like blind hope. Like looking back on it, I don't know why we thought
it's kind of a stupid idea. I guess it worked though. I mean,
it worked out though, right?
I don't think the TikTok thing was a stupid idea. I think because I feel like we knew exactly what we were doing. It happened quicker than we expected because it was like the 3rd video we posted, and we just devoted like a couple days to making like. And we used to do the type of samples we were doing on TikTok anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think we had a TikTok like I don't know a half a year into us making music, but we never actually experimented with like doing music on TikTok, which is really what
sparked everything.
And it's good that we got big for that because it's like a much easier like progression. Like, oh, you like our stuff on TikTok, now just go check out our music.
Yeah, because
it's just more
correct.
of it.
There are a lot of big TikTokers that'll like hit us up. This has happened multiple times where they have like millions of followers and they're like, let's make a song together. Like, let's post it. Like, I'm a rapper. It's like, you're not a rapper. You're a TikToker who posts like terrible content. Like,
Right.
if you aren't doing the music stuff for real, you can't like wiggle and finesse like people to go check your stuff out, because it's really hard to get people to check your stuff out at all, even if you do music.
Right.
I'd say.
Right. No, I agree with that. I mean, some people are just TikTok, creators, and other people are actually creators of, of music or what have you. So I definitely agree with that. Now, I'm before we get off of the TikTok videos and into, more of your music, I saw the one video you guys have out there. You did the song for the Johnny Test intro.
Yeah.
That one was pretty cool. Tell me about that one.
Yeah,
That was the second one we
I
ever
think that was
did,
the
right?
second we ever did, and that was the point where we're like, okay, let's start sampling like intros, just like early 2000s TV shows.
And we were
they
trying to figure
all-
out the like
no,
formula.
all of the intros to early 2000s TV shows are bangers. They're all so good. But yeah, we that was the first one that we did. I knew that I think I watched like a fair amount of Johnny Test when I was like younger. I don't know the exact.
I
Okay.
don't remember anything about the plot except that he
It's
was
just a
like,
kid
I think
that
he was on like
has
a
hair.
board of some kind and he crashed. I
And he had
remember
a
that.
talking dog. I know that.
He went down big cliffs and
Yeah. And then so we're just like, let's sample this.
Okay.
That's kind of where I guess the early formula was born for us.
Okay.
I don't know if we thought any of those videos were just gonna like blow up. It was weird because I remember the first video we made, it probably got like 1,000 views.
First
and we were
video
like,
we ever made was us sampling a cough. And like,
oh,
we're
because it was the
turning into a
coronavirus.
beat.
It was a
Yeah.
weekend.
I saw that video. I saw that
Yeah.
video.
Yeah. And we had no idea how to like do the formula yet. It's
Okay.
cool to kind of watch it because you can see the progression of us like kind of figuring it out. And then the Johnny Test video I think it got like a couple thousand views, and we were like, oh my god, what's happening?
And then the next one that we
video
did got like
3
2
million
point,
or something, and we had like 50,000 followers overnight. It's
Wow.
really a crazy thing with TikTok, like how fast stuff happens. It's
Wow.
shocking. Like when it's happening, it's happening. It's crazy.
Right. Now I'll leave with this one because you guys made a video for Monsters Inc., which is one of my favorite movies, animated movies. My wife and I, we have 2 sons, and so we've seen all of those movies lately. But Monsters Inc. is one of my favorites, man. I appreciate that video
Thank you.
as
Monsters
well.
is dope.
It's pretty cool that like I feel like everyone individually is gonna like different ones of the songs we made, just because like different people have different nostalgia in like different
Right.
places, so it's like
Right.
some videos we're gonna miss for some people, but for other people that's their favorite cartoon of all time.
Right. And we'll segue into your music now, right? I mean, you guys are creators of music, not just creators of TikTok videos. Now, as far as your first single, I know you guys released something earlier this year. I believe it was Life Could Be a Dream, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that right?
We've
Tell
actually
me.
dropped. I was gonna say
t-
we every song we've made, except 2 of them, we've dropped this year. So we
This
dropped
year.
12 songs this year, I think.
Okay.
11 maybe. But
So
Life
our
Could Be a
10
Dream
of
was
those
the
were an
biggest
album,
one.
but yeah.
Yeah, we dropped our album this year.
Okay. And that album was recent or no?
It wasn't made. Well, it took a year.
It took a year. So I mean, we started making it in 2019. It basically took the entirety of 2019, especially because Sam wasn't here for a lot of it.
A lot of it was like I came back from college. We recorded real quick, got like a couple of songs
Yeah.
done, and then moved on.
It was really piecemealed from like every time he came back, we just record like a couple songs. One of them would make the cut, and then he'd leave. Like that's really
Now
what it was.
we don't want to leave Quinn out, right? Tell me what part Quinn is playing in all of this as well.
Well, the cool thing is Quinn's chilling. He understands that like it doesn't really matter how much he is known at this current point, and that in a couple of years it's just not going to matter.
Which
like,
is
Okay.
cool. I don't know if I'd be able to do that.
It's kind of tough.
Yeah, no, Quinn's also a rapper.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Quinn actually started before. So me and Quinn put out an album
That was basically just Quinn rapping. Actually,
Yeah, and then
right?
I had like a couple songs, and then we're like, let's make another album. One of those songs was Culture Swap, and Sam heard it and he was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah,
And
no,
then,
that was pretty
that was
wild.
the beginning of the Ugly Boys.